Welcome back to Think as an Investor, Not as a Consumer, your favorite podcast for financial education, supporting local business in Old Town Alexandria. And I know I dream enormous, create affordable housing. I know it's gonna happen. It's just gonna take a matter of time. Anyways, you guys, as I promised, I deliver. Right now, I have no one, but two guests because I'm overachiever. And then here we go, business, local business support in Alexandria, Virginia. This person is iconic here. She's been here long time. She's been here always supporting the community, and I will let her introduce herself to the one and only Tu-Ahn Love. Hello, Tu-Ahn. How are you today?
Thank you.
Welcome
I
to the
am good.
podcast.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So tell us all about this business and about you.
Um, I am a fashion designer, a lifestyle influencer, goddess, healer, whatever you want to call me, men's personal style goddess.
A fantastic friend over the years. She has been amazing mentor. I've been learning so much from her. And now we have an addition to the house. So let's
This is
see.
Tammy.
All right.
My name is Tammy Eames, and I am Tu-Ahn Love's mentee, retail management at this point. I lo-
Tammy's in charge of the goddess playroom
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, because
and fitness and style, her Southern Belle style.
yeah, Southern Belle style.
oh, that's beautiful. See the diversity that we always have in Old Town. And I actually want to mention that because this podcast is focused in the supporting of local business. I really appreciate local business. I've been talking with many owners through the years and see how they pass through and, resisting through the pandemic. So some of the business went down, unfortunately, but the ones that they are strong, they stay strong and they support the community. So thank you guys for keep supporting them, and thank you guys for keep supporting us as consumers. All right. So like this podcast is think as an investor, not as a consumer, but at some point you have to invest correctly, and it's how we gotta talk about how we can actually have a positive impact, especially in this area. So as I gotta read some of the questions for Tu-Ahn, so she will be able to answer. But if you are watching this podcast, either when it goes live, you can always put your questions. She will be happy to answer. Give us a feedback. I will be happy to reach back. So thank you so much for the support. And here we go with the questions. Are we ready? All right. So, what is the unique characteristic of this location, of this boutique in Old Town, that offers to the public that you don't have in your online platform?
We do not open to the public every day. We only open to the public on Sundays from 2 to 6. The rest of the week is all by private appointments. And it's really a sanctuary for the awakened, feminine, and masculine. So it's a place where the modern day men and women, especially men, come and feel awakened in their senses. We do a lot of healing work for men of their energy through holistic healing like Reiki, crystals, chakra alignment. We also do personal styling for men through the company J. Hilburn, all custom made. And for the women, it's really these modern day powerful women who have a lot of masculine energy and who always are in action and do, give. And they come in here. We just ask them to surrender, let go, and channel into their feminine energy and just free flow and not try to control everything outcome.
That is fantastic because as a business owner, you always have to be somehow in control. You control the controllable and leave the Holy Spirit or the energy or whatever you believe that incontrollable, what is not in your hands. But you always have to have center strategy and business strategy. And it's one of the things that you gotta keep you solid in the foundation of your business. So I really, really appreciate that you always have that established. And it's one of the things that not just you, but a lot of local business they have in common. So the strategy that you always have that strong foundation of your service. So how
I
about
think
you?
Tammy is a perfect example of her personal experience, maybe in the past year,
In the
and
past
how
year.
it has transformed her life as being a part of this, applying fitness, fashion, healing, spirituality. And so I think you should share your personal experience.
Um, Being into bodybuilding, weightlifting, and also in the corporate world, I tend to stay in a leadership, more masculine energy. Coming into the sanctuary help remind me that I am a woman. I have needs. I can be feminine, soft, and that was one of the things I was missing in the corporate and also in the bodybuilding fitness area is to be soft, to move more freely, to move more elegantly smooth. And that's one of the things that I have learned over the past years, like just kind of how to flow and how to have more of a proper etiquette, because in the corporate world, you don't really think about a lot of that stuff for yourself. You're more into the get it done, that sort of mindset. So this kind of reminds me who I am as a woman, what I want to attract into my world and what kind of energy.
And it's difficult to keep the balance. I can tell
Oh,
you from my
yes.
experience
Oh, yes.
because well, what I'm facing right now that I'm back in, like military fitness readiness and all that kind of stuff, what I'm facing is like even if you want to be yourself, you want to have like you have a mission to do, you have to be like in sport gear and all that kind of stuff, but the testosterone that is around you as a female will have hormones, and we don't feel it until the testosterone hits on you,
Mhm.
and you already have a little bit of slice of masculine energy.
Mhm.
It just flows.
It's
So
hard to be
mhm,
soft and more
mhm.
submissive as a woman if you don't channel into that energy. And
Yeah,
that's one of the things, the styling and the things that we provide here at Tu-Ahn is to kind of let the women experience that for
mhm,
themselves. You can see the change in the
yeah.
women when they come in and they do these things. And I just, in my heart, I just love seeing that.
That's
I love seeing the women do that.
fantastic because that creates your balance.
Hmm.
Like I like you're humble enough to say, you know what, like let me put in my stilettos and keep on walking as strong as I am and firm as I am, but like in my own energy. So I love it. I totally love it. So
Hmm.
thank you, Tuan, and thank you, Tammy,
Thank you.
for sharing
I
that.
think that a lot of women today think that when they're in a man's world, they have to adapt to the men's energy and be masculine and powerful. I actually don't feel that because for me, when I'm around a lot of testosterone, it actually puts me into my feminine energy because it's a balance of yin and yang. But if I'm around a lot of estrogen or women who have very soft and insecure energy, it puts me in the masculine. Then I start taking control, I start being the man. So I think with women, we have to look at it like, oh my God, I'm in a man's world. It's too much, and that's why I'm manly. You shouldn't look at it like that. You should look at it like, oh my God, I'm surrounded by men. Here's my opportunity to channel into my feminine energy so there's a balance of yin and yang. So that's where a woman becomes powerful, is knowing how to balance the masculine and the feminine energy and the surrounding and the people that she surrounds herself with.
That is fantastic. That is one of the unique opportunities that you guys as Old Town people, you can have the opportunity to have these kind of conversations with Tu-Ahn whenever she is available, and then like the clients that she attracts is usually one of the best quality service that she offer, and also like you wanna taste a little bit of that balance, a little bit of that transformation. So just like visit her, make an appointment, and like she's here to help. So fantastic. All right, so we're gonna move on with the next question. Supporting the local business and being in the business corporation side and also in your own environment to answer. So what is the activities of the events that you have been able to create for Old Town Alexandria Embracement and create that positive impact here in this location that you want to mention, that you want to highlight through the
I, we don't have a lot of Old Town customers or clientele. Most of our clientele are elsewhere
They travel. They travel from like through DC,
in New
Maryland,
York and
or
other places. Um, I guess some of our local Old Town people would be like military men
Yeah.
and community. Um, but we do events in here all the time, like goddess dance party, chakra healing party, beauty parties, and then with the men, we just have Titan socials. Um, let's talk about sex. Let's talk about business. Let's talk about self improvement.
That's great. So, describe one of the titans because I have the opportunity to be here in some of I guess the most iconic that you have been have is like I guess like 007, the spy one,
Oh,
the
that
car
was
show.
fun. That
Yeah,
was
I've been in
fun.
the car show when I have baby Hot Wheels. And then yeah, so describe one of how is the dynamic. So they come in here and then it's like conversation, mingle,
Yeah, it's
and
just men come in here. They like being in creative energy, you know. They're men are like children. They're very in tune with their senses. So, and they're pretty chill and low key. So it's about having a drink and just being in conversation of anything interesting. Um, but with men, it's never a pity party. It's always talking about something enlightening
It's a
or
learning. It's
empowering
learning. Like
and
everybody
learning and growth.
networking. How do you do this? Like brainstorming or
Mhm.
picking each other's brain of like, how did you get to this success? What are you doing that I need to learn how to do? It's very productive conversation.
that is exciting because like this podcast is targeting that. I mean, we target financial education, but every kind of piece of education is fantastic to embrace because in this world we actually in the fitness level, yeah, we exercise our muscles, we got, but the brain is a muscle too.
Yes.
And you constantly have to fit it back and challenging and all that kind of stuff and get out of the regular conversation of the daily routine, get more deeper in different in like in different topics. So I really love that. Okay, so the last but not least, and I appreciate your time with my heart, so we gotta talk about business because like think as an investor, not as a consumer. So how do you think this location is being a really good investment of your time, your energy, your effort for deliver that quality service to your clients?
Uh,
This area is beautiful. Old Town Alexandria is beautiful. There are people who travel here from all different states, different countries that visit the area. This is like the prime location for those people who pass by. And I can't tell you, my heart soars when I see somebody stopping in here and they see, oh, wow, just because it's something different. And that's the prime location right here on the corner to where you just pass by, you can't miss us.
Yeah, so we are.
I think that what we offer that is different from other places is even though we're on the main street, it's sort of like a speakeasy shopping because you cannot see through it. So we always have this thing where what happens at Tu-Ahn stays at Tu-Ahn. There's a lot of privacy in here because the public cannot see through our space.
And that is even with the ladies when you do like the parties and like you're getting them in a feminine energy.
Mhm.
So those are like more private areas for them too. So
Yeah,
you don't.
women take off their clothes, stand in front of the mirror, dance in high heels and underwear. So you cannot see through our space from the street.
Yeah, it's
So
that
there's a lot of
privacy.
privacy.
And that embracement to diversity that it gives that different touch to that one. So your energy, your whatever your time invested in here is like really well rewarded. So, well, with that being said, thank you so much, you guys, for being with us and Think as an Investor, Not as a Consumer. Thanks to Tu-Ahn for
Thank
being in
you.
the
Thank you for having
podcast.
us.
Thanks for Tammy. It's a beautiful edition. You
And we
should see.
cannot forget our
Oh
mascot,
yeah,
Mrs. Star Love. She is
yeah.
the mascot of the sanctuary.
Yeah, she actually carry like a lot of positive energy all the time, and it's like a little tiny thing. You need to be so careful when you walk in here. But yeah, you want to share your location? How you where we are in Old Town? Um, the the location of the boutique.
Sure, it's 113 South Washington Street. It's corner of Washington and King Street next to Lululemon. And
Iconic. Yes.
yes, we are open to the public on Sundays 2 to 6.
All right. So you cannot miss it. If you live in Old Town Alexandria, you will see the most popular corner because we are like King Street and
Exactly.
Washington. We have history with Washington and we have Royal with King Street. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for everything. Thank you, Tuan. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tammy. My gratitude for you guys watching the podcast. Please leave us a feedback, subscribe, give us a thumb up. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. See you guys next week.